today is a day that I've been waiting for years.
Everyone has.
Everyone's been
The
banging down our
listeners,
doors saying,
yeah.
when are you going to, number
Where
one,
is she?
have this guest back?
They say, where is she?
Where is she? One of...
Well, guess what? She's right here.
She's in the hot
Where?
seat today.
We found her.
Where was I?
Who knows?
No idea.
And
You
that's,
tell
what we,
us,
that's
doll.
what we brought you here to talk about. Please welcome back esteemed writer, reviewer, creator, artiste, actress, the indomitable Fantine Banulski.
Hello.
You forgot book reader.
Book reader.
Book reader, yeah.
Wow.
Come on.
I do it all.
We'll
Sometimes
edit it
all at
in.
once.
I read books too. by
Oh,
the
what
way.
book? Name one book.
Did you read
you've
this book that we're going to talk about today?
No, I don't read crap.
Don't say The Wager. Do not say The Wager in front
Well,
of me, please.
you haven't read that, so you don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we got you.
Do you have thoughts on the wager?
Well, she hasn't read it, so she's not educated.
Oh, I'm sorry, what am I here for today? And
No,
who
educated.
has read the book we're here for? Wait, show of hands.
Show of hands, who's read the book?
We're actually talking about the movie more so.
Right.
Yeah, and who's seen that? Oh, wait, have you just seen the clips? Is it?
Did you finish it?
Oh, yeah. And how did it end? What was the final word?
They all died.
What? It's actually a valid interpretation, dare I say.
Well, I mean, in the sense that.
Yeah,
I saw it in cinemas when it came out. Yeah.
Should we tell
film.
them
Oh.
what it is?
The Fault in Our Stars.
A chill just went down my
Now,
spine.
who is John Green? Did he start from Tumblr?
Sort of, kinda. So he was looking for Alaska with his breakout hit, which outsold everything.
iconic.
Really?
And then he started doing YouTube vlogs with his brother,
Hank.
Green.
Yes.
It was called the Vlog Brothers.
Okay.
And then the rest is history.
Rest
He
is
was on
history.
Tumblr quite prolifically.
Yeah. Looking for Alaska was kind of iconic because, hi. Because she got to choose her own name. It was like a part of the book where she got to a certain age
Yep.
and her parents let her spin a globe and she got to choose her own name. She landed on Alaska. So what?
It's giving.
It's giving John Green.
really stuck in my mind.
And that's what people still do today.
Exactly.
They say,
Unfortunately,
"What
Australia is on the banned names list.
Where?
I've seen recently.
Whose band name? What?
The government.
The band
The
name.
government has banned names?
the band names.
Yeah.
You
Are
can't
you
name your
serious?
kid like Prince or King or Australia, apparently.
So they killed Prince, the singer.
I guess so. Or maybe
Wait.
they're like just so much respect and reverence for him. They're
Yeah.
like, there can only be one. I think Craigieburn would be a beautiful name for a
Oh,
little baby
that's
girl.
got to be banned. That's got to be banned.
I've always said that if I had a beautiful baby girl, I would name her Craigieburn Crown Casino. And
That is nice.
It's just alliteration. Craigieburn
Yeah.
Crown Casino.
Okay.
Beautiful.
really
Beautiful
see
young
that.
girl.
I've got to check out this band names list.
Yeah. I think like Devil is on there. or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this God-fearing nonsense? Jesus Christ, this nanny state. Bullshit.
woke
We're
left.
afraid of the devil? What?
Let's just say
I'm not afraid of the devil.
made me do it.
That's insane.
You've been quite devilish with this beautiful red hair, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank God Fantine is not on the band names list.
I know.
That would be a tragedy.
What would I do? I'd have to spin a globe and choose another one.
Were
I
you born in
guess.
France?
No, in Australia.
I was going to say maybe that was the loophole. You go to France.
I've got to say, coming into your goodbye drinks last week, the reception to my name was like nothing else. I was incredible.
Wait, really?
And you came to a gay guy event, and I was like, "This is my friend Fantine."
And I was
Like,
like,
lay this. I was like, "That's her government name." Literally.
Yeah.
So, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yes, I checked this morning, and this is a comedy podcast. So I'm just like very curious how you're going to tackle childhood cancer. I'm just really looking forward to
Well, you know, sometimes we
what's
get
to come.
serious.
Right.
We talk
Yes.
about the serious things here.
Right.
You know?
Okay,
And we're not afraid.
Five jokes about osteosarcoma, go.
What is that?
Osteosarcoma, hardly know her.
Wait, you actually killed that. You actually killed that.
Yeah, that was good.
Exactly.
What is that?
Oh my,
my
God,
God.
you're a fake fan. You're actually a fake fan.
I'm not a fan of this at all.
Right.
Okay.
Do we have anything in common? I actually like
I
name
love
one
Fantine.
thing.
That's the character.
Right. I've never even seen the stage show. I've never read the book. I don't.
You should have come to the Arena Spectacular
Spectacular.
the other week.
Oh, my housemate sent me the funniest
Yeah.
review of that. They got free tickets. Their friends.
We should have got free tickets.
Yeah.
Their friend's mum bought them like a dinner at a fancy restaurant and then going to see the Arena Spectacular.
Oh my God.
And they they walked out at intermission and sent a message being like, they're not dancing.
They're not dead.
Well, I mean, Les Mis is not really like a dance musical.
They were just standing there. And I was like, yeah, I think it's pretty like, and they go, no, what did they say? They were like, I'm a musicals bitch. Like, I love a musical. Where was the dancing? They weren't moving.
I mean, Fantine.
Really?
Yeah, Fantine should have been doing flips while she did I Dreamed a Dream.
I agree.
She should have been like Pink. I dreamed a dream
Yes.
through the arena.
In the clouds. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Being the dream.
She been the dream.
That's not a bad idea. Les Mis, but it's dancing.
But it's dancing.
Yeah.
Like, it's on ice, perhaps.
That's what my hairdresser thought.
Really?
Yeah, because I told her that I was going to see it and she didn't want to know what Les Mis was.
Right.
So I had to explain that. And then I was trying to explain how it was an arena spectacular.
Right.
And so she was like, so it's on ice. I was like, no.
That's awesome. It
Yeah.
should have been.
Literally.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I found The Fault in Our Stars to be, I mean, two of the most annoying characters maybe ever. Well, I'll say Augustus is obviously way more irritating than Hazel Grace. And I'll also say I think that Shailene Woodley is genuinely really good in this film.
Shailene Woodley and Laura Dern, Academy Award.
And
They're
Willem
so-
Dafoe, supporting actor.
You know,
Oscars for everyone.
They campaigned Shailene.
As they should
They
have.
did. And adapted screenplay.
I'm not a Shailene fan.
I mean, I'm not either, but I think she
Sorry.
was good in this.
Right.
Yeah.
She campaigned really hard for this as well.
Did she
She
actually?
like wrote letters to like John Green and like the producers, and she was
What's
like,
John Green going to do?
He's the writer. He was.
Oh,
very-
to be in it. I thought
Yeah.
you meant for the Oscar.
Oh,
I like John Green, the president of the Academy.
I'd like to see it. Yeah, no, she campaigned very hard. She was like, I really want this. I was really affected by this novel, and I think I've got what it takes to bring Hazel Grace to life. Which is
and
ironic.
did. And did.
Exactly.
And
And
So I'm kind of like, where is Shailene?
she's in France. Isn't she like dating some guy from Emily in Paris?
I don't know.
That was
Oh.
they were talking about it on Who Weekly.
Shailene in Paris.
Yeah. I'd like to see
Wasn't
that.
she like rubbing dirt on herself?
Yeah, I think she
Doing
started
some weird-
showering again, which good for her.
I was going to say, do you think her career died because of the no deodorant thing? She couldn't be on set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Poor
possibly.
Shailene. But, you know, we support her.
She had a bit of a moment with the YA adaptation.
Oh, yeah.
didn't she?
2014 was her year.
Yeah.
It was this and Divergent,
Yeah.
which, I mean, everyone remembers and loves Divergent.
Good for her, locking that down.
Kate Winslet's best performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Many have said. And then Naomi Watts, famously in Insurgent.
Oh my god. Zoe Kravitz as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and in Divergent, Ansel Elgort plays her brother.
Of course.
Oh.
All I remember from Divergent is like the scream that went viral of her.
Mm.
Ah! I mean, she
Also,
ate with that.
I think Octavia Spencer was in the second one as well.
Sure.
I gave up on Divergent, unfortunately.
We all did.
Yeah. Did
We all
you?
did.
Did you get Divergent? Were you Divergent pilled?
Oh yeah.
Period.
The books I was. Yeah.
I don't think I finished them.
I mean, you know how it ended though.
She dies.
Yeah.
And that
Spoiler
was
alert.
the gag because they added two perspectives and you were like, oh, something's
Yeah.
about to happen here.
What are you talking about?
Where am I?
Like what? Huh?
Haven't
What's
heard of-
perspectives? What are you talking
You know when you
about?
read a
Who
book,
died?
right?
Huh?
MRI recently. Add it to the
You
list.
two need the
You know what?
MRIs. You two need the MRIs. To be clear.
Yeah. Did you read it upon release? Like, were you there?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I really loved Looking for Alaska was like my favorite tween book.
Oh, of
Like
course.
I was obsessed. So I think when this came out, I was on it.
We
but
were
I
there.
remember not enjoying it at the time
Gag it.
because I was like, it's no Looking for Alaska.
Mm.
It's no.
And what happens in Looking for Alaska other than the name?
Boarding school blowjob?
Oh,
Whoa.
Do you remember the blowjob scene?
A boarding
Or whatever?
school
They, like,
blowjob. Is that
talk
the plot
about a
of the-
blowjob at some point.
You horny
Yeah.
bastard. There's other things that happen in there, I'm sure.
I think her family died in a
Yeah, she was like-
Rushmore. I think
She was very like,
Damn, someone suck someone off in that.
pick out like a monumental monumental moment in a young woman's life.
Yeah.
I think maybe blowjob can go a bit further down.
No,
the
but it
list.
was.
No, it would be number one blowjob, number two entire
The
family
globe.
dying in a car crash.
She was like so like mysterious.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm Alaska.
Yeah.
And she smoked, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Ugh, what is with
And-
him and cigarettes? They're actually really bad for you.
Well, famously, if you don't light it,
Well,
they're not bad for you.
I've seen you light up a cigarette or two.
Whoa.
Neither confirm or deny.
Oh, so you support cancer?
You were doing so well. Oh, what is she? She's like, so but that's the thing. What
are you talking about?
When she's like, you were doing so well. Oh, you could have had it, and then you put the cigarette in your mouth. And he's like, but I didn't light it.
Right.
You put the killing thing between
Your lips that
but
you don't let it do the killing.
But you know, now I think it doesn't work because now they print the stuff on each individual cigarette, you know? So it's like, I think the metaphor no longer works.
Well, now it would be a vape, wouldn't it?
you put the the cola in your mouth, but you don't let it do the killing.
Berry freeze, and it's one with one of those screens on the side.
You put the Lush ice in your mouth that you don't.
But you don't.
I think we need this though because kids don't know that vapes are bad. Like they just,
Exactly.
it's candy. Like
Yeah,
they don't
they
know.
look
Even
like toys.
adults don't
Yeah.
know that vapes are
Yeah.
bad.
Exactly.
Like they're like, there's no nicotine in them. Newsflash, guys. There's heaps.
There's a lot of other shit in there too.
You tell them.
Well, people don't know.
look
They
into
don't know about the
Cameron. Give us-
nicotine.
give us a
There's
little-
nicotine in vapes.
What?
And it's bad.
I didn't know that before you just said that.
And they're like, there's no nicotine
learning
in
this
it.
just now.
But I have to suck on it 20,000 times a day.
Yo, baba.
Newsflash, that's an addiction.
Yeah, just
To
get a dummy.
nicotine.
Just get a
Get a
dummy at
dummy.
this point.
Literally.
I actually, I'm in full support of bringing back dummies. Like, if that's what it's going to take.
If that's what it's going to take
With
to get
nicotine
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah, of course.
dummies.
Well, yes, of course. That's how I'll sell them.
Yeah.
I get the kids addicted. And
I
then
feel
make money.
like, you know, vapes have to be number one, the worst thing that's happened to our generation.
Yeah.
It's
And
kept,
TikTok.
you know, we nearly
Vapes and
we
TikTok.
nearly stamped out smoking. And then
Yeah.
along came the vape. And now, you know, do you smoke, Fantine?
No, I don't. Not for any noble reason, though. I think it's yucky.
Well,
I
exactly.
think it's yucky.
Well, exactly.
Like, I just don't like the way it makes me feel.
Exactly.
I wonder if cigars will ever come back. What do we think about
I think we
that?
should.
You're a cigar girl.
I'd like a pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Like
Wait,
Sherlock
no,
Holmes.
bad.
I reckon
Oh no,
that's-
not like a pipe.
crack
Like
I'd like a crack pipe. That's crack pipes are in. Seriously.
We need to get rid of vaping by bringing back meth.
exactly.
No, it's back. It's been back, guys.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
So
Never went. Meth and opioids. Let's
that's what
have
I'm
that conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Augustus Watt is truly the most annoying cunt.
Whoa.
He's so incredibly irritating.
What's your
The
name?
cigarette.
Hazel Grace Lancaster. I had such
The
secondhand
name Hazel
embarrassment.
Grace
Yeah.
Lancaster.
Had such secondhand embarrassment when he's like on the flight and he puts the cigarette in the mouth.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, and the flight attendant's like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Well, at least that's a moment of like self-awareness,
Yeah.
sort of
And
the
Laura
bit.
Jan is just sitting there like,
Du-du-du.
I wondered that as well. I was like, what does Hazel's mum
yeah, well, because
think about?
What's her
metaphor.
name? What's her
Constant
name?
cigarette.
Do we know?
Mrs. Lancaster,
Yeah.
Mrs.
Mom.
Grace. That's Grace.
Mom.
That's
Mom.
Mother.
Mom,
She's great in this.
she is when she's like having the slow mo running up the stairs. Oh, the
Slow-mo.
moment when it's like from Hazel's perspective and like her eyes are getting all foggy and she turns to the husband. She's like, "I'm not going to be a mum anymore."
No.
When does that happen?
God, did you watch the movie?
Is that at the end?
That's like a pivotal moment.
When?
Because it comes back, and then at the end, she's like, "I know that when I die, you're not going to be a mum anymore." And she's like,
Yeah, I remember
"You
that.
heard that?"
I don't remember a slow-mo scene.
So like after she gets the all clear to go to Amsterdam, she's like, "Then it all went wrong," and then
What? Wait.
I don't
Les
think
Mis
I don't
quote.
think that's actually the quote, but she's like, then everything changed, and then it's like it cuts to black, and then all of a sudden it's like Hazel Grace in bed, and she's like. And then Laura Dern like swings open the door and she's like...
I do remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Guys, I remember.
Yay! Yay!
God.
I remember.
Yeah, no, I watched this movie in about 4 different chunks, and like it was really hard to get through.
Subway Surfers in the corner.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
yeah.
It just was a fucking drag. But would you
well-
like the movie, Fantine?
Not a huge fan, which
Okay.
is why I didn't rewatch it entirely.
You watched the clips on YouTube.
I watched
you
the clips
said.
on YouTube,
Yep.
which I love
Which
to
clips
do.
were they?
I wish
Yeah,
it
what
had been
clips were
in like
they?
50 parts on TikTok.
Yes.
That's the best way
only
to,
way
I
to
think,
consume.
consume
Surely
media.
Anne Frank house was a clip.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Anne Frank house.
Let's do it.
They were not allowed to film there, so it was a recreated set,
Right.
and I think that's worth noting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do they let many films film at the Anne Frank house?
I don't know.
Particularly teen makeout scenes.
Yeah,
Is that like...
Have you ever been so possessed by love that you were like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make out in the Anne Frank house.
You know, I don't even think it was that bad, to be honest. I think what was the worst part about that scene was everyone clapped.
Yes.
That, because Anne Frank, like, if you've read her diary,
I've read
and
it.
if you read, like,
I've read
she's
it.
she's
a horny teenager.
girl. I think actually she might have appreciated that.
She's like,
space
finally
bass and
someone's getting
action.
something
yeah,
here.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I was stuck here for years and nothing.
Yeah, and it's like Justin Bieber writing in the guest book.
Anne
She would have
Frank
been a
would be a
believer.
believer.
She was a big fan of pop culture. Like,
Exactly.
Okay.
He wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
Anne
exactly.
Frank would have loved The Fault in Our Stars.
But everyone clapping. Really,
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think it's, you know, they saw the poor girl struggling up the stairs and they said, give it to her.
Her
Go on,
perseverance,
go on.
you're
Yeah.
saying. They recognize her perseverance.
Exactly. And she's been through so much. And they both have. And I
Yeah.
think that's beautiful.
I think that's and they came together. You know. You know, I can't even. I don't think I'm going to be able to make much fun of this book. I'll be really honest. Because
Well, let's end the episode here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time.
I found, and I'm sure that you probably felt the same, that as I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is all in here. This is coming back. Like, I'm remembering it all. I read this like 3 or 4 times as a kid, and I'm like, fuck, it's good.
It's so
But
good.
it's not good. But it's
I think
it's
is
garbage.
good. I actually think it's good.
In a
Sorry.
way.
So I think it's well written. I think it's
That's true. I mean, it's very. I read it
Compelling.
in like I will say it about 6 hours,
yeah.
locked in.
And reading
Bang,
it,
bang, bang.
obviously, as a teenage girl, I was, you know, empathizing with Hazel and imagining myself, you know, having cancer and just like all the attention it would get me. Like, what would people be like at my funeral? Like, awesome stuff like that.
Yeah. Could I
but-
speak at the funeral?
You.
Yes. Can I MC it?
Yeah.
Thank you. And this is recorded, you know, so.
You go, hey, what's the deal with Fantine? You're a stand-up comedian, aren't you? Is that what you do?
That's
hey guys,
exactly it.
What's the deal?
And then I'd
What's
sing,
the deal with kids with cancer?
and then I'd sing "I Dreamed a Dream"
So,
about
okay.
10 times.
Right, and then the funeral would end and that'd be it.
And that's it.
The whole
Yeah. And everyone would be in tears.
That's beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No worries.
Offering that.
Did you see yourself as like a curmudgeonly, like intellectual teenager? Did you see yourself in Hazel Grace?
No, I think like a lot of books like that, it was almost too close to home. That I was like, no. It's like
would never-
teenagers. It's like teenagers is reading Catcher in the Rye. It's like, oh, he's so insufferable, and it's
I'm
like,
like,
well,
that's
yeah,
you,
that's
baby.
you. Like it's a mirror, and it's like a precocious,
Yeah.
14-year-old or whatever. Like, I think it was a bit too close to home. I was like, oh, she's so annoying. Like, no, I'm really not like.
I would never
girls. I
wear
would never.
that is not a pipe t-shirt.
Yeah.
That is my favorite moment. She's like,
Laura
you
Dern.
don't get it, Mom. Like, but he'll get it. Yeah, you're so stupid, Laura Dern.
But also the fact that she dressed like the character from the fake book and then went to the author's house. I kind of respect.
Some
like,
shit
mad
you would
respect.
do. You
She
rocking out to Rick
cosplayed.
Riordan's house dressed as Percy Jackson.
Yeah, she fully cosplayed, and
Exactly.
I love that.
Does the
Imagine
character
that.
wear the pipe shirt?
I think so.
That is outrageous.
As in
In Imperial
book.
Fiction.
Imperial
In
Fiction.
the book within the book.
Mm.
Yeah.
If John Graham was a smart man, he would have
And
written.
he is.
She doesn't wear the character Anna. So just
Yeah,
remember that
Anna,
for next
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Thank you. She doesn't wear the exact shirt, but there's references to that artist.
Okay.
Throughout the surrealist artist throughout. So Hazel
I was
like,
kind of
subtle.
like, when Willem Dafoe's being a cunt to them, I was kind of like, fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, he did obviously cross the line in the
Yeah.
end. But I was kind of like, yeah. Like, I'd be pissed as well.
These
No one
fuck-
come to my house. No one show up at my house. Please. Because I know the fans, They write me letters. And
Right, you have trash bags of letters.
They
in the
want to-
Oh, I see them now.
they want to
Yeah,
show
they're
everyone.
Right.
They're off camera. Yeah.
They want
Yeah.
to tell me how much my work means.
And all of your fans have terminal illnesses as well.
Exactly.
They do.
Yeah.
It's something just
Really
that I
cornered the
attract.
terminal illness market.
Well, yes.
Yes.
And I know Make-A-Wish is constantly hitting you up and not now. Oh,
What do
too
they call
busy.
it in
like
this?
a
I think they call
the
it
genies.
the genies.
The
Yeah.
Genie Foundation.
Yes. And he makes fun of her for going to Disney World, but I
mean,
would
too.
go. I'd go to Movie
You
World.
would use your wish on
Movie World. Yeah.
I want to go to the Sunshine Coast.
It's on the
Wow.
Gold Coast.
Whatever.
Sunshine Coast is up north.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You would know.
You don't know the geography.
I wouldn't know because famously was not asked.
Wait, what?
We had vague plans, and by vague plans I mean we said once that we might go to the Gold Coast together, and then Sam went with his boyfriend,
Yeah.
and then had the audacity to ask me to house sit.
The audacity. You offered, bitch.
Wow.
No, it was like in a group, and they're like, we should do a trip to the Gold Coast, and then no one organizes it. So I said, I'm going.
With my boyfriend,
Yeah.
and not asking
So-
anyone.
That's
It wouldn't have worked out.
that's so
You wouldn't
sad.
have come.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
You would not have come.
My friend is convinced she's going on her sister's honeymoon.
Why?
She just wants to. She's like, wait, can I
Is
where's
it in
my
a good?
invite?
Where is it? Is it going to be a good place?
I don't know
I'm
actually.
wondering if I want to come as well.
Oh,
That's why
right.
I'm asking
Just like
you.
open invite.
Yeah,
kind
open
of
invite to
thing.
all, literally.
And I think she
Yeah.
kind of wants her sister to pay for it as well. like her
Period.
ticket.
As she should, like honestly.
It takes a
Respect.
village.
It
Yeah.
takes a
Weddings.
Weddings
yeah.
are so expensive.
Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your roots. You know, don't
Exactly.
leave the little guy behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We should all go to that new park in yeah.
Which one? No,
They
go on.
have like it's like Universal maybe. I don't know. They have like Frankenstein's area.
Monsters,
Oh.
Epic Universe.
Yes.
Yes.
Monsters Epic
No,
Universe.
I think it's just called
It's
Epic
Epic
Universe.
Universe. They have a Nintendo World. They have Monsters area.
Right.
Then they have others.
Harry Potter.
Oh, do they?
Yep. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
No comment.
no comment on that
You
one.
know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like when you guys were reading this, like I was reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, so this is young adult and Harry Potter is for
It's
children.
for children, yeah. I'd already
It's
kind of done
actually
that.
for everyone.
Well,
actually
according to
matured
J.K. Rowling,
with
I
the-
think everyone would be included in her
Yeah.
wanted audience.
Well, I know you sort of agree with her, but I think it's for everyone.
We were too busy actually reading intellectual novels like Catcher in the Rye, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, that.
I feel like we would not have gotten along in high school.
Do we get along now?
Say that.
Like, I would have hated you guys.
Wait, again, let's try what one thing we have in common. Like, let's try to just
Yeah,
like pinpoint
literally.
a single. I hate space. I hate the deep sea. I like. You have mentioned liking space. You like Mission Impossible. I don't like that. Like what?
But I feel like
What
you
is
haven't seen
there?
it. Like,
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see that.
yeah, you don't get it. Yeah. See, I read.
The Wager.
I-
The Wager. I read The Wager. That's the full sentence.
No, I was like semi-reading a book at the moment, but
You're reading a book. And what's that?
I don't remember the name.
Right.
Is it,
Right,
is it
right,
Orbital?
right.
Because that's been on your bedside table for like
It's not the Odyssey,
months.
but it's like not that. Like
the
it's-
Iliad.
I'm reading
The
that.
Aeneid? Like, what do you?
No, it's I don't know. It's about like
Is it Andy Weir? You look like an Andy Weir.
who is
reader.
that?
It's like a sci-fi writer.
No.
Martian.
It's like a guy. He has a flock of sheep, and
You're reading Aesop's Fables, sweetie.
it's the Bible.
Wait, that'd be awesome.
He has a flock of sheep, and then there's like some woman that he wants to like marry. I thought you might know it from that. It's got a red cover.
Oh my god.
It's like a famous book.
You're like every terrible customer that comes into the bookshop. Looking for
Wait,
this
you
red
guys keep
book.
talking. I'm gonna go and see what the book is.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Just keep chatting. Okay, it's called The Alchemist.
Oh,
my
Paulo
God.
Coelho.
Have you guys read it?
No.
No.
Oh,
I don't. It's another one I don't need to read.
you guys haven't read
It's
it.
also like that big.
Yeah.
And you've been
Well-
reading it for how long? I think it's like low hundreds of pages.
So the issue is that I read a few pages. It wasn't grabbing me, and then now I watch YouTube. before bed. It really
You know, it's
relaxes
really bad
me.
to have your screen before you go to bed.
Oh, because you're the sleep expert, are you? You don't know shit about sleep. You've got a hole in your damn mattress. Okay? Don't come for me.
I'm just letting you know because I know that you're very precarious about how you sleep. So I just
No,
want
if it's a good book, I can really get into it, obviously, such as The Wager.
Right.
But this one wasn't grabbing me. And then, you know, on YouTube, they have some amazing videos on there.
They do. It's
Amazing.
a
have
mystical
Modern
place.
Family clips on Reels. It's great.
See, that's not what I watch.
I watch
Oh.
the videos as well. Do you get the ones where it's like the marble and it goes on like the different instruments? It's like marimba, do 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 do, kalimba, do 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 do. It's like the same on YouTube Shorts.
I don't have ADHD, so I don't watch that.
I'm not a YouTube shorter. I'm really not.
No, you are.
No, I watch you know, Claire Saffis recreates.
Oh, the test kitchen.
Well, she's independent
Yeah.
now.
From right. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up old
To
House
dead
to the
name.
waters.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
she? What happened with all
loved
that?
that.
I wasn't really a fan. I never was like a fan of like Bon Appetit, but was she like? Did she do something bad?
I think it was like a BuzzFeed situation where they were bringing in all of the money but not really having any rights to their content and not being like properly paid or treated.
Okay.
Well,
so
yeah.
Claire wasn't bad.
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh,
I mean, I think a few of them maybe like
Okay.
stuff came out.
I think she was one of the good ones.
Yeah, one of the good ones.
Thank God.
Yeah.
She's a good person. We've just decided.
We can't lose her. We can't lose her.
Boom. She's a good person.
What is your favorite quote from this novel? Because there are many of note.
Oh my God.
Mine. Do you care about mine?
Well, you haven't
No.
read the novel, so when we get to the movie, I'll ask you.
It's okay.
Maybe okay can be out always.
Wow.
Fuck this.
I think it's actually.
You're actually flicking through the book right
I-
now,
wait.
which is crazy.
I know. I wish I'd written this down. There were actually a lot.
It's so like. That's the thing about pain. It demands to be felt. Like that's
Beautiful.
profound.
Beautiful.
No, it's
That's
not. No,
profound.
it's not. In the
You
New
don't
Mission
feel that
Impossible,
way?
he says it's just pain. Same shit.
Whoa. And that resonates more with your neck and eye situation than you don't think your neck demands to be felt?
Oh,
Gag it. Okay.
gag it.
Silence from my right hand side. Interesting.
The Venn diagram, of course. Here is a circle of virgins. Here is a circle of 18-year-old virgins with one leg.
Wait, okay, this is the issue because she puts him on, she doesn't put him out of the circle, she puts him on the line of
No,
the
because it's a
circle.
Venn diagram. So like,
Was it? No, it wasn't.
yeah.
Where was the other circle?
Because it was so small, it was in the circle. So that's still technically a Venn diagram. And then when
what the hell are you talking about?
so then when it moves to the side of the
So
circle,
you're saying a circle within a circle is a Venn diagram?
it can be.
What is this woke nonsense?
Again, this is why we don't talk about
I
books
don't
here.
think
It's
you're right.
literally what John Green said in the text. So
Yeah, you're
John
arguing
Flop.
with John Gray. What?
whoa,
Hey now.
No, in the movie, she draws a circle.
yeah,
And then she draws a circle on the line
yeah,
of the other
because there's
circle.
still some
Yeah.
of 18-year-old virgins with one leg. Because they were all, it was saying that they're all 18-year-old virgins with one leg, but now there's one less, so it's an outlier.
I thought she put him on the line because they just did hand stuff or something.
She was being coy.
Also, the implication that she was on top for her first time.
Who the fuck is on top their
didn't-
first time?
He has one
Lady
leg.
Bird, it didn't sit right with me.
He has one leg.
She can't breathe.
Yeah, so why would she
He's
want a
making her
weight
do
on
the
top?
work. And she can't breathe.
Shut the tubes in.
What's the
She can't
balance
breathe.
situation with the one leg?
Maybe they should have done
Well,
missionary.
you know, well, that's not enough for me to decide.
Sorry, they're minors as well. So
Yeah,
I
we're not
actually
allowed to
don't
say.
think you
Sexualizing
should be
children.
bringing
That's
I'm
up
saying
boys.
I'm not, no, well, aren't they 18?
No.
Not in the book.
He's 18.
Oh yeah, maybe they change it.
She's 16, he's 17 in the book.
Yeah.
So they
Age
are
gap.
underage.
Age gap relationship.
Problematic.
Leg gap relationship.
Cancel him. I do like the part about that her dad says about the universe demanding to be felt. I think that was so
Yeah.
beautiful. I don't know the exact quote and I haven't marked it. But I loved her dad.
Her dad, her parents.
In this novel.
Who
Beautiful.
plays him in the
Gorgeous.
movie?
Kia.
What's his name? No.
He was in True Blood.
Sam from True
Yeah.
Blood. Sam
Haven't
from
seen
True
it.
Blood. You haven't seen True Blood?
No.
Do you think he's seen True Blood? Look at him.
I watched Lost at that time.
Have you seen Interview with the Vampire?
The show?
Yeah.
If I haven't seen it, do you think he has?
No,
It's
come
on my radar because
come
guess
on.
what? Tom Cruise is in the movie, so it's definitely on my
Oh,
radar.
I'm not talking about the movie though. So.
But if we're talking about the property of and who's Anne Rice, by the way?
Who isn't Anne Rice? What do you mean? She's a conduit for the vampire Lestat to speak through her, very famously.
She's a character in the book.
No, she's the author of the
That's what-
Vampire Chronicles.
yeah, that's what I thought.
But she believed that the vampire, the character she wrote, was speaking through her.
So she's got a screw loose.
Well, yeah.
She's still alive.
She had a gay son.
Period.
Oh my god, gay
She had a
rights.
thought daughter.
Come on, gay rights.
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Gay rights.
Gay rights.
And then afterwards, she said she thought the characters came to her as a way for her to
Have a gay
write
son.
about- something. I don't know. And then when gay marriage was legalized, she wrote an entire Facebook post about the two vampires getting married and what their wedding would look like.
That's so
So
nice.
isn't that lovely?
Period.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
Stephanie Meyer didn't do that.
No.
Well, I famously Mormon.
Yeah.
Famous Mormon. Famous Mormon.
So Anne Rice is still alive.
No, she died recently, a couple years ago.
Oh my god, rest in peace.
It was very sad, but also she was very.
She was like very like anti like fanfic and stuff.
She was
like
very controlling of her IP. Like
Good for
she would
her,
send
good for
cease and
her.
desists to teenagers on Tumblr writing their
And
gay fan
and
fiction.
the Anne Rice.
And so when the show got made, she was a producer and obviously had a lot of say. And she worked on season 1, but died before season 2.
and then they're like,
Season 2 is so much better. And it's kind of like, when you kind of let things take their course away
Yeah.
from the,
The thing about Anne Rice,
peace and love.
she
Thank you,
wasn't
Anne
perfect.
Rice. No, it wasn't.
and many have said that.
Yeah.
Do you know who else wasn't perfect? John Green.
What did he do?
Wow.
Isn't he like responsible for the edit feature on Tumblr being like deleted?
Yeah, because someone made him say cock is one of my favorite tastes. Not only that, but balls smell amazing, etc., etc.
Yeah. Did you know about his...
You know that by heart. That came a bit too quick.
Wait,
It was you. It was you.
you stole my bit, but like the response to it?
What do you mean?
So it went viral and then someone...
Wait, do you have it?
Have it up.
Wait, the cock is one of my favorite
Yeah.
tastes. Oh my god. Well, one of us has to read it.
Well, Fantine, you did the
Well,
John Green, so you can read the
I was
response.
going to do a bit about it.
Okay,
and
we'll
you
do the
just
bit.
stole it. All right, ready? Guys, here we go.
Pretend it never
I was
happened.
going to say, you know about the bonus chapter that was released?
I do not. Tell me more.
How am I doing comedian? How am I doing? Can you give me a...
I'm already laughing.
You're
I'm
already
laughing.
Jess, you don't need
Okay,
his
so,
opinions.
you know about the bonus chapter that was released after The
What?
Fault in Our Stars? Maybe for the
Really?
anniversary or something?
Oh my god, what?
John Green on Tumblr released like a little follow-up about
my
like where the
God.
characters were at.
What did it say?
You probably know. Like if I read the first bit, you might remember.
Okay, yeah, please read it.
Cock is one of my favorite tastes. Not only that, but balls smell amazing. It makes me go a little crazy on it, to be honest. Like I cannot get it far enough down my throat to be satisfied. I'm only satisfied when I feel those intense and powerful, salty, hot pumps of cum down my throat. When I sit back on my heels, look up at you with the cum all over my mouth and slop running down my neck, hair all fucked up, and wipe my mouth with the back of my arm and ask you if I did a good job, and you cannot even speak because I've drained all of your energy and out of the tip of your dick. That's when I'm satisfied.
Sorry?
And so this is a
So that was
family
from-
podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
so
you might have to bleep some of
the
that.
kids
That was from
probably-
Hazel's perspective, though, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what was the-
Then there was a response that said, John Green, you nasty and ugly as hell, shut the fuck up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the man himself responds, NSFW, 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 NSFW. 10,000 notes, so I guess I should comment. On Tumblr, it's really easy to make it look like people wrote things they did not write. Needless to say, I did not write the above text. I find false attribution annoying in general, but here's what I find particularly offensive about this post. I get that I'm not the sort of person who seems likely to register a public opinion on the smell of balls, so I understand the joke in associating me with these words, but there's something else going on here. The editor here is trying to shame me by saying that I like to give oral sex to people with penises, but that's not shameful.
Whoa.
There's nothing
Work.
wrong with people who like to give oral sex to people with penises.
say that.
So I just want to say
Oh,
to
I'm
anyone...
sure you would say that.
What the hell?
Right. I just want to say to anyone who saw this post and may have felt like their sexuality was being used as a way to humiliate me, I'm not humiliated. And you needn't be either. The only person who should be embarrassed here is the author, who has a lot to learn about how to insult someone.
Wow.
Wait, that's beautiful.
He said, to the streets. We're throwing a brick.
Whoa.
I mean,
And
that
did
one
that
friend
make you
that's too
feel
woke.
kind
That
of-
one friend that's too woke.
Did that kind of make you feel more accepted?
It did.
Did it really?
I'm here to announce, you guys, I'm gay.
Not to I didn't want to assume anything. Didn't want to assume anything.
I think I'm gay, guys.
Wow.
Thank you, John Green.
Is it because of John Green?
So was he saying that cock is one of his favorite tastes?
he wasn't. He's not saying that. I think.
Okay. Because isn't the brother like bi?
Probably.
Oh, his brother got cancer.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, I said bi.
Oh, well, sometimes I equate the two. It's like I get them mixed up. In this city, you know.
And what,
In
does
this town.
and what does Hank Green do?
Co-sung his brother's success, I feel.
Oh,
No,
He wrote
he's a-
2 adult novels, actually.
He's a
adult
scientist,
novels.
Yeah.
I think.
Aren't we all?
Science guy. Anyone can do that.
Exactly.
I
But no,
don't like
he's written some
scientists.
stuff.
Okay.
You're anti-science, did you just say?
I'm anti-science.
Anti-vaccines, anti-science.
Yes, God has the
Right.
answers.
Yeah.
No,
Anti-contraception.
I
Right.
really hate like Neil
Science.
deGrasse Tyson
Yeah.
and just those miserable nerds that are like, actually, you know,
I think you're fine.
English, please.
yeah. Yeah, they just can't enjoy anything at all.
No, science pisses me off as well, I'll be honest.
Thank you.
And
I
now
just
we
don't
said
think there's
it.
a place for it.
As a
Thank
French
you for-
person, I think you should say that more.
Thank you for
got
joining the fight against science.
Yeah, well, it's part of the fight against space in my mind, really.
And what's your issue with space?
Too big.
Too big. We don't need to be there.
I mean, it's
Get down.
It's terrifying.
Get down.
It's like the deep sea as well. I agree. We
I
don't need to
don't-
go that. We need to stay here.
I
We
don't
need to
think
stay put.
I don't think humans need to see everything. Like, let's not.
That was one of my
Like-
issues with Mission Impossible. They went too far down to the ocean.
They go down into the ocean in that
He
film.
goes
Yeah.
by himself.
It's amazing.
In IMAX?
yeah.
Oh
Yes,
my
honey.
god, no.
Thank
no,
you for
no,
using
no,
my
no.
IMAX account, by the way, because it's helped me get to the sixth free
Yay!
ticket quicker.
Yeah. Thank you for your discount.
Yeah, I saw both of your Sinners viewings.
Maybe
on
that's
there.
what we have in common. We both
Cinemax.
use your
The cinema.
IMAX account.
You know, just go
Me
crazy on
fully
it.
just
Whenever,
hacking into your IMAX. I'm like,
honestly, whenever anyone wants to use it, I'm cool with it. Please.
Post the login
Just
on
don't
it.
use my card if it's attached.
no, it's not.
Oh, well,
it's not. So we're good.
No, it's attached
Great.
otherwise.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
James would have run that up.
Yeah. Run it up.
And fled the country.
Yeah, well, yes.
I'm leaving you with a big bill on IMAX after
yeah,
pay. Yeah.
they'll get you,
Exactly. The IMAX are going to send the debt collectors after you.
and I'll take them out. Yeah.
Do you know this, The Fault in Our Stars, is a heavily awarded film. It won
Well, what, Kids' Choice Awards?
Teen Choice Awards.
Oh, wow, okay.
7 Teen Choice Awards. Would you like me to... Do you
Yes.
know what? Do you want to have a guess of what some of them could be?
Best
Kiss?
Kiss?
Choice movie lip lock. So yes.
Oh, God. Best villain, Willem Dafoe.
No. Choice movie drama. Choice movie actor drama. Choice movie actress drama. Choice movie breakout star. Do you know who that was for?
Who?
Ansel.
Oh,
Oh, breakout
Which-
star.
Which we don't want to talk about Ansel.
Yeah.
but-
actually,
what
do
a-
they slime
what a
people
fool.
there?
no, that's the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Yeah.
They should
Seems-
slime people at the Oscars.
that
Yes.
would- bingo.
If they go over time, Adrian Brody getting slimed.
Yeah.
Oh, slime him
like
with
Katy
acid.
Perry, like, yeah.
I hate that guy. I really
Well,
freaking
same.
hate that
Did we
guy.
see his painting at Cannes?
Oh my god. Oh my freaking god.
I was just going to say, did you know that the Kids' Choice Awards actually slimed P. Diddy in 1998?
Wow.
Whoa.
So it was almost like they knew.
They knew. They knew.
They were ahead of the curve.
And because it was back before being slimed was sort of a badge of honor. You know, it was like, fuck you, bitch. We slimed you. You know, it's more than anyone else did for many years. You know, the government wouldn't get him, but Kids' Choice Awards said,
Yeah, they put their foot down.
slimed.
Slimed.
I have some sad news for those listening at home, though. And I found this out yesterday when I watched it.
You're
if you
leaving
want
the-
to,
oh, no.
if you want to go home and watch The Fault in Our Stars, it's actually been taken off
It got
stage
it expired.
Today.
Yeah.
today.
That is crazy.
I was literally, I logged onto Stan at like 11:30 last night, and he played, and they were like
said,
leaving
"Half an hour,
tomorrow.
you've got
I was
half an
like,
hour."
oh,
Quick! The big countdown
Double
clock.
speed. Literally.
At Stan HQ, they flicked the giant switch to
Yeah.
take Fault in Our Stars off.
This podcast will explode in T minus 30 minutes.
No, you'll scare people. People are probably veering off the road.
It was a well-reviewed film and book, though.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It has like 80 on Rotten
You know
Tomatoes.
why it got good reviews?
The kids.
2 words. Boom clap.
The sound of my
Oh
heart.
my god.
boom.
And Troye Sivan, don't forget Troye Sivan's original song.
What's
this?
that?
Troye
What's that
Sivan's original song, The Fault in
Oh
Our
my god, The Fault in Our
Stars,
Stars. The song The Fault in Our Stars.
that he posted on Tumblr.
The
Yeah, that was
titular
based on the
song?
book.
Yeah, he
How
was
does
just so
go?
inspired.
The Fault in Our Stars.
I think actually pretty much. Like I think that's kind of spot on.
It's like, it was pre-Wild Blue Neighborhood. It was
Right.
like, yeah.
I think it kind of launched like his
Yeah.
career a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it got so popular, I think it made Blue Neighborhood able to happen. I think
If
someone
only they got
approached
Tide
him.
Levi on the soundtrack.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm actually in danger.
Not a safe space.
This is so scary, and I'm aware there's a camera on me as well.
The red laser dot just appeared on your forehead.
Yeah,
They're gonna take
I
you
avoid
out.
Fitzroy at all. Oh, God. No, I'm joking.
We'll have to chat about that later.
I'm joking.
Wait, what?
What?
I misheard.
Don't worry.
Continue.
Okay.
There was a review that I quite enjoyed that I feel really sums up the piece. Peter Bradshaw of The Guardian, who
He's great. He gave,
Oh, now you've come alive, huh?
Peter Bradshaw.
Beat. Yeah.
he gave Mission Impossible 8 5
fuck off.
He gave it 5 stars. He gave it 5 stars.
One of the few
So
people that
he's
did.
all
What, out
right.
of 50?
He's all right in my book.
God.
Go on.
God.
Esteemed guest
Fuck off.
Peter Bradshaw.
Shut up.
Sir Peter.
He gave the film a negative review, likening it to being mugged by a professional whose skills in mixed martial arts you can't help but notice and appreciate, even as you are being savagely beaten, then dragged upright, bruised and bleeding, and forced to watch as your assailant gives 45% of your money to charity.
See, that's classic Bradshaw, you know.
Right.
That is some great Bradshaw prose. He always gets straight to the heart of it, doesn't
Any
he?
relation to Carrie or like?
Probably. I mean, with that writing.
That
Yeah,
writing.
journalist
Yeah.
kind
I
of.
Carrie
couldn't
has
help
daughters.
but wonder, was the fault in us or in our stars?
Oh, and I've always said that. And I've always
Nice.
said that.
Yeah, I guess the film does feel very sort of like emotionally manipulative, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But
I think the book was like, even then I was kind of like, wow, to be young and in love.
Well, again, I think it's a good book.
There I said it.
There, I said it.
and that's okay.
I don't know. I thought it was.
I don't think
quite-
it's bad. I think it's bad.
Oh,
I think it's like a good read, if that makes sense.
right.
I like enjoyed my time reading it. Was it good? No. You know what I mean?
Why wasn't it? I don't understand why you don't think it's good though.
I think it's good for like from when I was a kid,
Okay.
but like as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is like emotional manipulation and like annoying teenagers, which again, it's a book for children, so I have to take that out of it.
I think it would actually be a good exercise to apply our rubric to this film.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
You who's done the podcast before. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I
what the
blacked
fuck
out.
is
I
that?
blacked out for that. Okay, listen. It's actually quite intertextually layered.
Yeah.
I think, and I think like impressively so.
I mean, it wouldn't have done as well if it wasn't like, oh, actually, that is so untrue.
That's untrue.
Because it would have done as well if it was bad, because the shit that gets churned out now, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, actually, this will be of interest to you,
Okay.
the director of this, his next feature film that's coming out is a Colleen
Colin
Hoover,
Hoover.
adaptation.
See, I knew that. That deep sigh.
So tell us about,
Which
what are your
one?
thoughts on
Which
Colleen
one?
Hoover?
Ugly, whatever.
No, it's like Without You.
Without You. Yeah.
Have you read any?
I tried to read It Ends With Us and couldn't really get through it. But to be honest, like, I think a lot of people expect me to be a big time hater of Colleen Hoover and romance novels, but I work at a bookshop.
And you're a lover at heart.
The men that come into the bookshop and the books they ask for, diabolical. It's like meditations, the 58 laws of power, how to win friends and influence. Like it's always a specific combination as well. And I'm like, oh, like you're scary. You're really scary.
Yeah.
So if a woman comes in and is like, you know, Ice Planet barbarian mafia boss, I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Honestly, go ahead.
You know what you should steer those men towards?
What?
The Fault in Our Stars.
The Wager. It actually has some great lessons for men.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would they be? Just name one.
Don't cannibalize your shipmates.
And don't mutiny.
Don't mutiny. It's anti-mutiny.
Actually, unless it's needed.
So what's the message of this book?
Don't mutiny unless it's needed. And make sure to eat a range of citrus foods so you don't get scurvy.
Yeah.
So true.
That was the one,
And I've
the
always said
gaggy
that.
part of that book, because they were like stuck on an island for a bit, and then
Don't spoil it.
she's not going to read it.
You will. You like books. And this is like the book.
Book. It is book.
It's book.
Do you want
You
me-
must get a lot of people coming in to buy it.
It actually has been quite popular. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
in what demographic though?
All ages, you know, young and old.
Sort of the demographic I just described.
The men.
Yeah, which is probably why I haven't picked it up.
Well, you know, everyone can read it.
Well, I think
Gay, straight, you know,
Man, woman.
man, woman,
Non-binary.
anything in between. You know, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, purple, orange, green.
shipwrecks are for everyone.
They're for everyone.
Exactly.
So let's do our rubric.
rubric.
Yeah.
Quality. Now. Oh. I don't think it's good.
But you're not like us.
How do you feel about that statement? How
Yeah.
I feel
do you feel about that othering?
affirmed. Yeah. I feel affirmed. Yes. Do you really think it's good?
I think for the time, and I think for the amount of like drivel that is out there.
No, but these are sort of qualifying statements. I want good, you know, is it good?
I think for what it is, I think it is good.
Well, but you can't just say it's good, can you?
Shut up. I mean,
I can say it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's a good book. I think it's
I
compelling,
don't think it's
well-written.
amazing. I think it's good.
What
Good,
about the
period.
movie?
I think in terms of like an adaptation, it is a very good adaptation of the book that it's based on. I think in terms of like, it is a very good mid-budget like teen romance movie. You would not like if this were to be adapted, like imagine if this were to be adapted into a Netflix film today.
It would be the same.
It'd be shitter. Absolutely not, because they did that. Did you ever read All the Bright Places?
Oh no, I didn't.
That was bad, but I read it at a time and enjoyed it. And then I watched the Netflix movie and I was like, this sucks. Sucks. Because they knew that this was like a property that would make the money. And they were like, let's put effort into this. Let's make it good. And they did. They had Laura Dern acting her ass off as Shailene Woodley's mother 4 years before Big Little Lies.
I think if this came out today as a Netflix release, it would make perfect sense to me. There, I said it.
But again, we have to go back. It was 2014. It was a different time.
So they were making shit Netflix movies before that.
I don't think they were. So I'm going to say the quality is there.
Well, I think I'm outnumbered, so I'll let you have it.
The next question. Does it slay?
Come on.
I think To Kiss in the Anne Frank House is quite slay.
Yeah, and I think
Wait, no, that's for the next one. But I was going to say, Boom Clap by Charlie XCX launched her onto the world stage.
so
that's how it
true.
I wouldn't
benefits
say
the
it's
queer
like
agenda.
a slave. That's it. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Her writhing next to those canals.
Exactly.
It really was a moment.
Has anyone been to Amsterdam?
Oh, I have. Oh, actually, I went to Amsterdam and I got photos of the bench.
You know the bench got stolen?
Yeah.
They got the bench got stolen after the film premiered.
Wow.
Well, I got photos of the bench. I did a space cake. I actually watched, that's where I watched all of the Pitch Perfects and I was out of my mind and realized things about those films.
Wow.
Call back to the last episode I was on
that you don't remember.
that I did not remember. And then, like, actually quite recently, maybe last year, I went back and I was telling a friend about getting a picture of the bench from Tfios. And I looked in my phone. I looked in my phone. Not the same bench. Just a bench. Just a bench in Amsterdam.
Every bench is magic.
It's like those
Yeah,
people
when you're on a space cake. Yeah, it is. That was before I went catatonic.
It's like
Yeah.
the people that like go to the film sets and like take their photos there and like
Yeah.
they put the thing on and you've just got like the film thing and it's a different bench. It does not match up.
I didn't know what you meant by
No, you know
that.
the people. I think you posted one like someone
just not
like
along.
from Mission Impossible was like this was here and it was like they have like they're at like the Kremlin and then they've got a photo of the Kremlin exploding. Like that kind of like
right.
Like Brandon posted one about like the Matrix in Sydney.
Yeah, but I didn't post one of those.
Okay, well,
it
someone-
was just Brandon.
Okay.
Posted two of
Hi
them.
Brandon, I know you don't listen.
I don't know who that is.
So does it slay? I'm gonna say no.
We gotta say no.
I'll say no.
But does it benefit the queer agenda?
I'll
It
give you
brought
that.
Charlie XCX to the main stage.
I'll give you
And
that.
Anne Frank famously
Bisexual.
did stuff with her female friend.
Wait,
You don't know this?
What are you talking about?
They took it out of the published version, but her original diaries, she was having gay thoughts.
Oh,
And she talks about her female friend and like wanting to kiss her and like exploring each other's bodies. And then she talks about seeing the statue of Venus and like it would make her want to like cry because of what she felt
period.
for it. Yeah.
Anne Frank,
Yeah.
was it
Lesbian.
her dad or grandfather? Did he take it out?
her dad.
I think her dad.
Right.
I don't know the exact logistics of why it was taken out or who took it out or whatever.
Okay.
But
we'll get to the bottom.
I think it
of
was
that.
most of the sexual stuff was kind of.
Right.
You'll get to the bottom of that on your Anne Frank episode of Gatekeeping.
I'm doing a spin-off podcast about Anne Frank. Actually,
Right.
yes.
I'm sure you are. Is it a classic?
Yes.
I think like you can't deny.
Yes.
I got to give it that. I'll give it that.
It is one of the highest selling books ever. As of 2017, the Wikipedia has not been updated.
The Wage Outsold.
It is sold like how many? Over 23 million copies, and that was in 2017. So I can imagine it's probably like 46 million copies
Okay,
now.
just double it. Yeah.
About
Sure.
10 million of those are
And
at
they're
Footscray
all-
Savers. They're all at Footscray Savers if you
Yeah.
want your own copy, guys.
And was I gagged? At the time, I think I was gagged.
I believe that.
I was gagged.
I think even now, rereading it, I was like, oh, that's profound.
And I haven't been able to make much fun of this book because I was sending James photos. I cried through, I would say, the majority of this.
Yeah.
Like tears streaming down my face.
So
Okay.
it was
And I was gagged.
a beautiful
Okay.
moment. She was crying, and I put my headphones in my nostrils and said,
Of
A,
course.
a beautiful moment of solidarity.
yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Streaming.
Well, it was emotionally true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hit. It did what it needed to do, and we were there.
Emotionally true.
The
Right.
book was emotionally true to you,
Yes.
and I validate your experience.
Wait, I have a
There
photo.
were just
that-
lots of them.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but I have a photo from like year 9 that me and my friend recreated where they're like laying upside down. Oh, if I can find this photo,
Yeah,
it's gonna
I
ch-
feel like
I have a historical document of just shit. Anyway.
Okay.
yeah, I was like, we
so
don't have time for you
okay.
to scroll back to year 9.
It's going through the gate.
Is no one going to meet my okay with an okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe gatekeeping can be our always.
Yes.
That would be beautiful.
Well, thank you so much for returning.
Oh, I found
okay.
Sorry, I didn't find that, but I found my
not free yet.
10:15 a.m. screening of The Fault in Our Stars at Hoyts Broadmeadows in 20.
Wait.
It looks like it
that's
says the
awesome.
fart in our stars from the distance.
And as you can see from this photo, I'm wearing creepers. So do with that information what you
Do you have
Jesus.
galaxy leggings
Oh,
as well?
probably. But God. Anyway,
All right.
where can people find you if you'd like to be found?
You can find me on Instagram at FNTINE, TikTok BonBeanB. I post
Period.
book reviews, and on YouTube if you just search Fantine.
Oh, what do you do
Not
on YouTube?
death, not arrest. Books. I post book reviews.
Oh, period.
Yeah, I've only been doing it like since maybe like I don't know, a couple months. No, that's a lie, a year. But I'm not doing it consistently. I need to
Okay.
get on it, but I will.
It's great.
YouTube's the future.
Yes, I learned you can make money on there, so now I'm motivated.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Which
we all
I've
need to
never made money.
We need to get
off.
on that.
Yeah.
We all need to get on YouTube.
Literally.
So I'm ready to do anything. I'll post anything. Sugar Bear Hair, hit me up.
Exactly.
Headspace. What?
Headspace.
Headspace is sponsor.
Good.
Are
BetterHelp.
you saying to spend?
Better help. Or I would actually love to promote gambling to children. So if you have any connects, if you know anyone that has
I
any
think
connects,
Headspace should sponsor our podcast.
Literally.
They're like two of the most mental
no,
people.
they'll shut you down. They'll shut you down.
Exactly.
And they're kind of bad anyway. We don't have time to get into that. Anyway, thank
No,
you so
make sure you
much
follow
for coming
Fantine.
on.
She's one of the
She's
people
a
that I come
star.
to for recommendations on everything.
Okay,
and I
well, you can
trust
always
them.
ask me as well. So
I don't want to get a recommendation to weed the wage dragon.
To weed the
I don't know, weed the wager.
And I'll probably post about the Fault in Our Stars on YouTube.
Period. If you could like
in more
time
detail.
that so
know.
it comes out with this, so we
And
can do a
I'm
bit of
gonna
cross
watch it.
promo.
I'm gonna watch
that'd
it.
be good. That'd be
yeah,
good.
subscribe to our Patreon.
Peace and love.
That's it. Yeah.
Boom, clap the sound of my heart. There
Okay.
it goes.